Alright, welcome back to the channel, and for this video, as you saw in the thumbnail, this is our Nissan Xterra, and if you haven't seen the first walk around video, you can check that out because we've definitely made some changes. That's why it's 2.0, and there's still a lot we need to do. So let's get into it. Yeah, so first off, it's a 2008 Nissan Xterra, and we have done some modifications to it, so it's not an off-road model, but we've made it an off-road. We swapped out the rear axle and the front diff, and now we have a rear locker, and yeah, so that's kind of the biggest modification we've done as of recent. And we also switched out the rooftop tent. We got rid of the GFC, and now we have the 4x4 Colorado, the Alto Mini, and we absolutely love the Alto Mini. It's awesome. No changes to the front. We still have our diode dynamic light bar, the 12-inch light bar, and then the ditch lights and the rigid upper pod lights. That's nothing's changed with that. That's still all the same. And then on this side we still have our riversmith 2-banger fly rod holder, and the Overland vehicle system 270-degree awning. Still have that, loving both of those, and yeah, one of the reasons why we went with this rooftop tent is because we can keep it as close as we can to the fly rod case, because most tents open up, they'll hit the fly rod case, like I was talking about in the install video if you watch that. But I still need to work on that whole little arrangement right there. I need to shrink this all up, and the problem is the roof rack rail is it's right up against the tent where you clamp onto it. So if I move it over, it goes too far. So I've got to figure something out with the fly rod case to either lift it up a little bit so I can get access to the locks on the tent, or something, but I know I can shrink it in because it does stick out pretty far. So right here I need to get this rail on the other side, inside there, and then this will be not sticking so far out, it'll be inside there. So that's what I got to figure out. We do still have the milestar Patagonia 33-inch MTs, and obviously the same rim, the Pro Comps, and haven't had any issues. Loving them on the grip, but I'm a little worried about up here in the snow on the roads. Off-road, I love them in the snow, they're great, but on-road they don't do so well. So I don't know what, we'll have to figure something out for that. But yeah, that's it for there. Still have the Hefty Fabworks skid plates that are working awesome. And yeah, I'll show you how we set up camp, because I'm here right now. I'm here right by the river. That's where I was fishing. And all right, so the back is still the same, except for I added a refrigerator slide right here, so that's working out awesome. And I got a cover for the fridge. Everything else is still the same. Still got the drawers with all this set up here. Yep, this is how it always is. Yeah, still haven't finished the table. Don't know when I'm gonna do that. It's just we haven't had time. And also, so this P&P design junk tire swing, oh my goodness, it is just a disaster. It keeps getting worse and worse. So the biggest problem is this swing comes over and hits this, but it's like way down here that I obviously showed before. And then there's supposed to be a rotopack thing here. That was another big problem, but the biggest one was that this did not line up over there. I got to change the bearings out. They're going bad. But here's the biggest thing. I was going to actually swap this tire swing out for, so I was gonna swap out this tire swing for the dirt comp one, because we're mainly, with the Jeep, we're mainly towing the trailer. So I was gonna put that on here, right there. I was gonna put it on that, but the geniuses over at P&P make it to where you can't put a hitch in there. Or you can't put a ball and slide in there. It won't fit. It's like it won't go in, because it doesn't, like where you normally put the pin through here. Well, the holes on everything is like way out here because this is not long enough. This needed, I don't know if it was when they welded it, but this should have been out. The whole thing here should have been longer. So thank you, P&P. I hear they're not, I don't even know if they're in business anymore, but and I bought this through Niztec, and that I guess they're not even in business anymore either, from what I hear on the Facebook forums. But yeah, and that's another thing that we changed on the suspension. We were going to go through Niztec, but here's the problem: they wouldn't never respond to me to let me know what I need. I wanted to know, like, I told them my setup I have and what suspension that I would need, and they kept saying, oh, this and that, and they never got back. So I went with All Dogs Off-Road, and love them. Super helpful. Very, very, very happy with them. So I'll show you what we got. So, well, we're camping, and there's my dog hanging out, his favorite spot. But yeah, so this is what we swapped out. We swapped out the rear axle, and now we have a locker, which is awesome. I still have the rear sway bars connected, just because we're not doing any hard wheeling at the moment. We just moved up here to Idaho, and we're not doing any hard trails by ourselves. So I just have them connected for the moment. And we have a lot of weight too, so I'm not too sure about having them disconnected. Maybe somebody can help me with that. But okay, so we have the All Dogs Off-Road parabolic leaf springs, and we did go with the extended travel Bilstein 5125s, I believe they're called. I got the extended travel just because I knew someday we were probably going to remove these sway bars, but we got it all from All Dogs Off-Road, and the same with the front. But here's these parabolic leaf springs are awesome. Absolutely love them. Super comfortable with the weight that we have. So I mean, this is normally all our gear is in here, so filled all the way up. So yeah, it is really nice having those. But yeah, we love this 270 awning because it's been raining here, and it covers the whole back, and yeah, loving it. Yep, no complaints other than, okay, so now let's talk about the rooftop tent. So supposedly you can store your stuff in there. Oh, let me turn it around. So supposedly you can store your bedding and everything in there. You can't, unless you might, if you swap out the mattress for one of those ones that deflate, then maybe a thin summer sleeping bag, but or if you just have a blanket or something, or sheets, then maybe. But we can't. The only thing we can store that we actually store in there is our pillows. There's a little secret compartment in the back over here that that you can put them in, and they fit in there. So helps with room inside. But I'm a little disappointed that you can't fit more stuff in there. But other than that, we love it. No issues. Yeah, if you want to watch how it opens and closes and everything, you can watch. Actually, I do a pretty good one in well, in the install video. We did a good one on that. But in the last first fishing trip in Idaho, where I did one there too and answered a couple questions. But yeah. So yeah, got all my fishing gear. I just had gotten out. I hiked about 3 miles fishing unsuccessfully. But yeah, there's our toilet we like, and all of our toilet stuff in here. And we got our lifesaver, jerry can, fill it up with water, my fly rods. Here's our kitchen table. Oh man, this thing fell out of the trash. Oops, oopsies. I just had to use these for the shower. But yeah, use this table, still gotta fix it. So I recently got the Ignic, and that's been really good. The cook partner right there, that's been awesome. This table's been okay. I'm gonna refix it so that we don't have to buy a new one. But yeah, it's comes apart a lot in parts, so I'm gonna put new bolts in to make it really good. But yeah, been loving it. Still have the Trasharoo. Trasharoo's been great. I had to get new traction boards because they broke on a snow trip. But yeah, oh man, the lighting's horrible. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for an update on it. We still need to do rock sliders. I know. It's just moving up here has been crazy, and we're not going to do anything hard because we're just going by ourselves. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and hopefully I can answer them. Yeah, other than that, we'll be out here adventuring.